Today I'll be working on a 2013 Mazda 3. The truth. So last night the wife took my Mazda and she called me and told me the whole dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. So let's get in here and figure out what's going on with it. So she sent me a picture last night. It had the check engine light going off, the ABS sensor going off, the traction control going off as well. Granted, there's a few more now because the car's just all the accessories are on, but the engine's not actually running. But let's plug in and figure out what's going on. Now they got our code reader plugged in. Let's go ahead and scan and see what it comes up with. I got 2 faults. 1 fault, 1 pending. P0500. P0500. Alright, let's Google that and see what it comes out to be. Hold on. Alright, after looking online, it's saying that it's the vehicle speed sensor circuit malfunction. So probably more than what likely it is the actual speed sensor is gone out on it, and that's why it was showing all the crazy lights on the dash along with the check engine light. So let's see what we can do for fixing that. So looking around online, I saw that there's 2 different styles of speed sensors. So we're gonna look at this one and see if it's a straight one or a 45-degree bend one. So first things first, let's get that wheel off and take a look. Now, this is our location of our speed sensor, but you always want to double check that your wires are in good condition. And mine are definitely not. They've been rubbing. So, looks like I'll be insulating the wires again. And probably securing them to the strut itself, just keep it away from the wheel. I'm also going to check the other side, see if it's doing the same thing, but yeah. Don't just jump to conclusions and think you need a wheel speed sensor when it could be something as easy as some bare wires. So, let's get that fixed up. Alright, so I pulled the passenger wheel off just to inspect. The wiring still looks pretty good. It's got the insulation around it still. It's still tucked up here really well. So, I think it's just the driver's side that was sending the fault code. So, let's go fix that. So I think the reason that it did rub like this is because I routed it through here incorrectly. Looking at the passenger side, this wire comes up, runs this way through, and then wraps over here. So I'll definitely have to do that whenever I put all this back together. Now if I can only get it out of here. But, there it goes. Route it this way. That way it keeps it away from the wheel more. I may still zip tie it though, like maybe the bracket that holds the brake line as well as putting it in there. But this way it keeps it away from the tire. But let's go ahead and get this wrapped up with electrical tape, and hopefully that code goes away. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut back the black rubber insulation and separate these 2 wires the best I can, and then I'll be wrapping them in electrical tape just to insulate them from each other, and then wrapping both of them together with electrical tape just going to insulate it from the heat that's built up in this area from braking. You have to do anything like this, like I'm doing, please be very careful when working with sharp objects like a knife or a pair of cutters or anything like that. Now that they're both halfway decently wrapped with electrical tape, just kind of insulate them from each other. I'm going to wrap them both together, just going to insulate the whole wire itself. There we go. Now I'm going to take, actually I'm going to throw a little bit of electrical tape on this section too, just to kind of hold that together. Alright, now that it's all wrapped up, I'm gonna route it the proper way this time. This guy back up in here. Yeah, there it goes. Like I said, I'm still gonna throw a zip tie, probably about right here. There we go. Now very much it won't be touching the wheel anymore. Alright, let's get our wheels put back on the car. Alright, we got our wheels back on. Let's go take it for a test drive and see if it fixed our problem. I did switch back out to my black wheels. My stepson had taken the car up to Myrtle Beach, so I ended up putting the silver wheels back on it just to put some more miles on those tires. But to get rid of my TPMS sensor light, putting the black wheels back on. Alright, so I did clear the check engine light. I'm going to take it around the block. All these lights should go out. Especially though when it gets warmed up, that one will go out. But the tire pressure light should go out because I put the black wheels back on, and these other two should go out because the tire pressure sensor now should be reading correctly. So let's go around the block and see how we do. Alright, everything but the tire pressure light went away. So what I'm going to do is I'll check my tire pressure again, but I may just need to spend some more time driving around on the road for that one to reset itself. But the brake and the traction control lights went away, and I haven't got any more alarms. Well, I hope this video helped. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. I meant to add this in and totally forgot till right now, but if you do need to replace the wheel speed sensor, there's just a single bolt that holds it on there. And so you'll take the bolt out, and you may have to pry on it a bit, but it should pop right out. And then you can tell if you have the straight style or the like a 45-degree bend style. But then you just put it in, put the bolt back in, and connect the wire, and you're good to go. If you like the background music in any of these videos, check out the artist's SoundCloud. Put the link in the description.